Hey, what's going on, traders? This is Talon2303 with Tradelab. I am bringing you another strategy video today. This is going to be the short version. This is just explaining what the strategy does and showing you how you can copy it for yourself on Tradelab's community browser. I want to remind you that Tradelab is now free. That's unlimited bots, unlimited strategies, unlimited alerts if you use the exchange BitGet exclusively. If you want to use other exchanges like Bybit and Phoenix, you can pay $49 a month. You still get unlimited bots, unlimited alerts, unlimited strategies, and you can copy all the different strategies that I build here and share on Tradelab's community browser. You'll see all different strategies you can copy here. These are ones that I've made in the past. Ignore this negative $40,000. That is not true. I don't believe this strategy has actually been profitable, but it is not down $40,000. There was a P&L error coming in from BitGet's side, so it didn't really record correctly, but I believe that is fixed now. All right, let's get into the strategy I did today. This is one from Trade IQ. It is titled 80% win rate, buy sell indicator tested 100 times. So he did this video, and I'm not going to play through the entire thing. And it was on somebody else's strategy that claimed it was an 80% win rate. It wasn't, it was like 50. And then he made some changes to improve it. So I will pull up my notes and I will show you the different indicators. I'll pull up the chart too. So his ended up being a 68% win rate. It's on the 5-minute time frame. It uses the black flag indicator, but when you search it out, you have to do swing arm ATR trend indicator. These are the settings for that. ATR period 28, ATR factor 12, UT bots alert. Here's the changes for that. Key value 3. I put this all in the alert instructions on Tradelab also. Historical volatility percentile. Here's the length 30. I believe these are the stock settings. The indicators that I added to make this work are price closes to track the price at all times, and swing highs and lows by Matsu BitMEX, which gives you the swing high and the swing low for your stop loss on your trades. So these are the alerts right here. You've got black flag, which is this cloud right here. This is the volatility percentile. So basically for a long, you want the price above this cloud. And I changed this to white. If you watch the original full build video, which is going to be on Tradelab's YouTube channel, you'll see where I changed this to white just so I could figure out what it was. The top line is, if you look at the data window, Fib 1, and the bottom line is trailing stop. So in order to take a long, you want the price above Fib 1 and you want Fib 1 above trailing stop. You want this volatility oscillator here to be orange or yellow. So what I did by looking at this data window over here, you'll see here's the historical volatility percentile. The histogram is what turns the different colors. If it is above 69, it is yellow. So 70 to 79, it is yellow. From 80 to 89, it is orange. And from 90 on up, it's red. For a valid buy signal, we need the buy signal from UT bot alerts to be above the green, this to be orange or yellow, and the histogram also has to be above this SMA line. Let's see if we can find a valid entry. It's been kind of a weird market lately. It's been great for longs and not so great for shorts. So I'm not making any promises about the strategy. I am just showing you how to build it. I still have yet to find a back-tested YouTube strategy that works as advertised, but maybe one of these days we will find one. Here we go. I had marked this out earlier. So here is the valid long. You'll see that the price is above Fib 1 right here. So it's above the cloud. This is orange and is barely above that SMA line. And you would put the stop loss down at the recent swing low, which I have coded into Tradelab. And you will take profit at 1.5 times the risk, which I have also coded in Tradelab. I'll show you that here in a second. But this one would have been a win. And let's see, I probably got a short marked out here somewhere too. I believe when I looked back at this earlier, it was just forever ago that you would even want to take a short, which makes sense because right now the market is pretty awesome if you're holding. Okay, depending on where this one entered, it may have been a valid short. It looks to be just, it's kind of like on the cloud edge. Let's see, swing highs somewhere around here, and we'll take this to 1.5 times the risk. Shorting right now is just dangerous. I think this probably would have been a loser, but that's still a valid entry, I believe. Below Fib 1, this is yellow, so you'd have been good. But those are the rules. And let me show you what I did here on Tradelab and how to get it. So you're going to come in here to the community browser. This picture will be different by the time you see the video, but you're going to click on this. You're going to go to copy setup, click yes. Okay. You're going to see the strategy here in your strategies list. You're going to see 80% win rate, buy and sell indicator. I'm going to click edit. So you're going to do this now. So you'll remember that if you've watched previous videos, that I put labels in my variables for label and time frame. So this is what I called it. You can call these whatever you want. You can use this on whatever time frame you want. I just did what the video recommended. You can go in here and pick your exchange. So I chose BitGet. If you choose BitGet 2 and you only use BitGet, you can get Tradelab for free. So then you're going to go to continue and you're going to get the list of alerts right here. So all you have to do is click on this, copy your webhook by clicking on it. I put instructions right here with the settings. So you're going to put the ATR or the black flag indicator on your chart and follow these instructions. We'll go through one, but I'll show you that you can do them all. So you go to black flag, create an alert. This is a data alert. So we're going to use one of the settings that is constantly coming in, which is trailing stop, fib 1. So you do greater than, and you'll see -5. And I believe we're doing that once per minute. So trailing stop, greater than, -5 once per minute. So you do trailing stop, greater than, change this value to -5, change this to once per minute. We already copied our webhook. We do not want to be notified about this one. So you copy this, paste it. There's your webhook. Then you're going to copy the name. You will paste it here. Then you're going to copy the message. You will paste it here. Hit create. I'm not going to do that. I already set the strategy up. We're waiting for our first entry, but it's that easy. You do that with all of these. So you go back and you go through them all. And then when you're done, you hit done. You'll see that it has our stop lines put in here. I will show you how those are set up here in a second. You will hit save. You will pick your trade amount and leverage just for testing this. I did 2% at 10x. The stop losses don't seem too big, so that shouldn't be too bad, even if it's a losing strategy. So you will see that here I have black flag data coming in. It is coming in while we are looking for a trade, which is the blue side, and during the trade, which is the orange side. So I have volume, the swing high and low data. These are my settings to populate our swing high and low variables. So we have our information stored for our stop losses with the current price data coming in, and this is our buy signal. So if you remember what I just told you a second ago, when we get that buy signal, we want to make sure that price is greater than fib 1, the histogram is greater than 69 but less than 90, and we want that histogram greater than the SMA. When that happens, we want to set the trade side to buy. So we do a long, and we want the stop line, put it to swing low. Then we created a variable that I call temp math, which is going to be set to the price. Then we're going to subtract that from the swing low, multiply that by 1.5, which gives us the difference between the stop loss and the price times 1.5. We're going to add that to the price, and there's our take profit line. Do exactly the opposite for shorts. So you got your fib 1 less than the trailing stop. That would make the cloud red. You have the price less than fib 1. It's the same for the histogram. So you want it less than 69, greater than 90, and you want the histogram greater than the SMA. And then here the math is a little bit different. We have an extra variable to store the price because we need to subtract the bigger number from the lesser number. We need to then multiply that by 1.5 and then subtract that from the current price to get our stop price. Every time you do a math variable, it stores the number in the end of the equation, whatever it equals, in the variable to the left, which is why I made 2 for this, because we have 2 changing variables for this strategy. That is basically it. Now we're waiting to see if we get any trade entries. You don't have to do anything with the lines. You just want those at the exact price. You'll see my alerts here. So black flag data. It's black flag data here. Here's our value for the custom alerts coming in. The volume data, swing high low data coming in, current price, and then we've got the UT buy and sell. Got the UT buy and sell template, and as long as you've got it running, you should be good. So that is it for the quick video. If you want to see the entire build, you want to see my thought process in building it, which sometimes can take a while, just go over to Tradelab's YouTube channel and I will walk you through beginning to end. I didn't show the entire video because I'm still not sure about the YouTube copyright stuff, but you can see the entire build process, less to no editing, just so you could go through the entire process. You can check out the other videos I've made in the past on different strategies. If you look at the last one, I do one in Market Cipher. If you do not have Market Cipher, there's a discount code in there. You can use Talon2303 to get 15% off, or you could just click on the link. If you want Tradelab, there's a link in the description below. Like I said at the beginning of the video, if you use BitGet exclusively, it is free. If you want to use other exchanges with Tradelab, it is $49 a month, which is still an incredible deal. I guess that is going to be it for now. Like, share, and subscribe, and I will see you in the next video.